Mr. Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you John Prescott for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Dr. John Prescott has had a long and distinguished career as a faculty member in the Ontario Veterinary College at the University of Guelph. He has excelled as a researcher, teacher, administrator, and author. The production of more than 200 scientific papers is impressive, but more important than the volume is the high quality of Dr. Prescott's contributions to science. He is considered by many to be the foremost veterinary bacteriologist in the world. Without any doubt, he is the researcher who has been the most influential in the field of infections in foals caused by Rhodococcus equi, and the role of the bacteria, Clostridium perfringens, in disease in poultry, pigs, cattle, and dogs. As the ultimate testimony of his achievements, it has been proposed that the name Rhodococcus equi be changed to Prescottella equi to celebrate Dr. Prescott's many contributions towards unraveling the pathogenicity of this bacterium. Dr. Prescott is also a global leader in antimicrobial stewardship and the public health impact of the use of antibiotics in animals. He has been instrumental in organizing 3 international conferences on antimicrobial resistance to bring together human and veterinary medicine practitioners, as well as the farming community. Over the span of Dr. Prescott's career, he has mentored 39 graduate students who have been inspired by his creative teaching, and many have gone on to prominent positions in government and universities. His expertise and scientific reputation have resulted in his often being asked to be an external examiner for doctoral theses, and have garnered him leadership roles in several international science organizations. As chair in the Department of Pathobiology, Dr. Prescott played a major role in the design of the Pathobiology and Animal Health Building, and as graduate coordinator, he introduced innovations such as the 3-minute thesis presentation to help graduate students summarize their research. John Prescott has been a professor for over 25 years, has consistently performed at an exceptional level in research, teaching, and administration, and has a record of sustained internationally recognized scholarship. In well-deserved recognition of his outstanding and ongoing contributions to both the scholarly community and the University of Guelph, I ask you, Mr. Chancellor, to confer upon Dr. John Prescott the distinction of University Professor Emeritus.
By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, I have the honor to name you University Professor Emeritus. Congratulations, John. I am pleased to invite Dr. John Prescott to now give the convocation address.
Mr. Chancellor, President Vaccarino, distinguished guests, graduates, family, and friends. It's a distinct honor to make this convocation address and to share this very special day with the graduates. They seem kind of far away, but I'll try to talk to you. And I congratulate you all on your achievement. Interestingly, I'm just sort of leaving the stage while you're arriving at the stage. I'm looking backwards while you're looking forwards. But I'm also looking forward to the slightly scary but also exciting future as a retiree, in the way that you may be looking forward slightly apprehensively, but also excitedly as you face the future. It's worth taking a moment to reflect on your achievement. None of you have reached today without the ability to organize yourself, the ability to analyze things, the ability to work hard, to put in late nights, and to show the many other attributes that have allowed you to be successful and to arrive at today. In other words, you've shown that you can learn. I'm actually convinced that one can learn almost anything and that one puts one's mind to. And so whether you've achieved a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a doctoral degree, you've shown that you can learn, and you have the confidence now that you can continue to learn. And so you can keep moving forward, and you're off to a good start. You've also learned to think critically. We desperately need critical thinkers, people who can analyze problems well, people who can think creatively, and who can think for themselves. I think learning to think for yourself is probably the most difficult thing. And critical thinking is not the same as negative thinking. It's quite hard to get that message across sometimes, but it's very different. The future is always uncertain, and it's normal to wonder whether you are adequately prepared for it, and what I'm saying is that you are. I'm reminded of part of something that Nelson Mandela quoted at his inauguration, which I find inspiring. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. This light is not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to also do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So my message to you is don't shrink, don't fear, don't hold back from the future, your future, embrace it. Help us, help those around you. We're all in this together. Let's make things better in the time that's available to us. I've learned that it's more important to be a host of the world than to be a guest in the world. And as I look backwards, I realize that it's so important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. I'm so grateful to so many people who've helped me. I'm grateful to my wife, Kathy. I'm grateful to my parents who sacrificed for me. I'm grateful to the people who've inspired me, who've taught me, to my colleagues, to friends, but perhaps especially to my harshest critics. I'm grateful to the University of Guelph, to the Ontario Veterinary College, to the Department of Pathobiology, to the Ontario Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, and to Canada generally. We have so much to be grateful for. The list is endless. Another thing I've realized as I've aged is it's very easy to take so many things for granted. Don't. Don't take your family and friends for granted. Don't take democracy for granted. Don't take your country for granted. Don't take your health for granted. Don't take antibiotics for granted. In some ways, this advice links to the need for gratitude and for having a critical mind. And as President Vaccarino said, don't be afraid of change. One of the many paradoxes of life is that the only way that things will change, stay the same, is if they change. Also, cultivate an attitude of compassion, the ability to suffer with others. Be compassionate for yourself. Be compassionate with the many who are suffering. Be compassionate for the planet. Be compassionate for the whole of creation. There's actually so much inspiration in the world. I love these words from Mother Teresa. Life is an opportunity, benefit from it. Life is beauty, admire it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a duty, complete it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a promise, fulfill it. Life is sorrow, overcome it. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a struggle, accept it. Life is a tragedy, confront it. Life is an adventure, dare it. Life is luck, make it. Life is precious, so do not destroy it. Life is life, fight for it. Finally, as I reflect on it, I find that life is made up of a series of moments. If you're doing what feels right for you, things that make you happy, that give you a sense of flow, then you're probably in the right place. Have confidence and trust in those moments such as this today. As John Masefield wrote, best trust the happy moments. What they gave makes man less fearful of the certain grave and gives his work compassion and new eyes. The days that make us happy make us wise. So best of luck.